Hey everybody, it's lunchtime. Time to eat your greens. So I'm going to show you what I'm having for lunch. Hi everybody, Chef AJ. I'm getting so many wonderful comments from you guys on YouTube and Instagram and email that you like seeing what I eat every day. And I'm happy to do it. I basically eat the same thing every day. It's just my friend Pam's here all week helping me out. And since I got to make her lunch, I thought I'd make myself lunch too and show you what we do. I'd do it every day if I could film myself, but it's really hard. So if you saw Monday's episode where I showed you how to caramelize onions without oil, made the Kristen Bummer Delight, that's on YouTube now. We're going to do some greens. So right here we've got a pot. I'm not afraid to use nonstick. I've had this for 30 years. Just make sure you wash it in soapy water, non-abrasive cleanser. Don't put it in the dishwasher, and this stuff really lasts. I see if the pot's ready. You want to get a close-up of that just by putting a drop of water like that. And if it makes little circles like that, it is nice and ready. And I'm putting in my chopped onion. I really don't measure anything, guys. That's why it took me like so many years to write 300 recipes. I know there's a lot of great chefs out there like Kathy Hester and J.L. Fields and Robin Robertson that keep coming up with recipes. Boy, it takes me forever because I don't cook that way. So this is about a half of a red onion. That's because it's all I had. Ideally, I would have liked more onion because I love onion. And I showed you Monday how to caramelize without oil. You don't need it. You just need a good hot pot or a non-stick or a stainless steel. All you need is any kind of liquid. I'm just using water. And if it tries to stick, which it probably won't, I'll just add a little water. I do it at high heat because I'm impatient. If you want to do it at lower heat, you can. And if you also want to do it in the oven, I have a recipe in Unprocessed showing you how to caramelize onions without that. I did say the other day, thank you, Catherine, for this spatula, and Jackie Shook said, but I got you that spatula. So what happened is two people got me the same spatula. So I thank you both. You can't have enough purple and you can't have enough spatulas. And speaking of gifts, if you wouldn't mind showing my t-shirt, the lovely ladies at Summerfest that gave this to me, I love it. And if you are watching, I cannot find your card to properly thank you and tell people where to get this t-shirt. So if anybody recognizes this shirt that was gifted to me at Summerfest, let me know. So over here, I've already roasted my potatoes. It's not going to be for the week because there's only 6, and I will eat probably one and a half of these every time I eat because I need at least a couple pounds to feel full. These are the Hannah yams. This is the purple one inside. This is the, it's called the Stokes. These are really, really good. Every now and then I'll just stir my onion around. And if I think it's going to stick, just add a little water like that. My favorite way to cut an onion is with this little tool that I've showed you many times. It's just so much easier. So we'll let that go. While this is cooking, let me show you what else we're going to have for lunch. So we're going to have this probably tomorrow. These are the Hawaiian potatoes. They're kind of expensive. They're $3.99 a pound, whereas the Hannahs and the Japanese are 89 cents a pound at the ethnic markets and $1.49 organic at Whole Foods. So we're going to have these tomorrow. These are incredible. They're the sweetest thing in the world. They're the ones the Okinawans eat like 69% of their calories from. But after we eat our greens, we're going to have some French fries made out of organic russet potatoes, and we've got some Japanese here as well. When you cut these Japanese or the Hannahs in half and kind of smush it down, it ends up tasting just like toast. So these are going to be delicious, but only after we eat our veggies. This is the Breville. Always get the best of any appliance you can afford. And there are other good air fryers like the Go-Wise. They just don't fit the volume of the kind of food I need to eat. You can see how quickly this heated up. And so the greens I'm using today, because we just watched an episode of Dr. Esselstyn, a 2-hour video that came through my inbox where he gave on Real Truth About Health on YouTube. He talked about the importance of eating greens, especially if you have heart disease, and having them 6 times a day. And he mentioned always hitting it with a little balsamic vinegar. I forget why he said it enhanced nitric oxide or something. So today's vinegar was a gift from Lori G from my tribe. It's called Balsamic Condiment. I can't wait to taste it. It looks incredible. And the spices I'm going to be using, I'm always going to end with a little bit of lime juice. This is about 1 lime, because you're always supposed to add some vitamin C to your greens, because they say that increases the absorption of something or other. I can't remember. Iron, maybe? Yeah, I think that's what it is. I don't worry about that, though. I don't worry about deficiencies. I don't worry about nutrient density. Just eat the food. Really, seriously. You don't have to worry about all that getting in all that stuff.
Lupe is asking why you soak the potatoes.
Because I'm lazy and I don't want to scrub them, so I'm just soaking them. That's why. So the greens I'm using today, it's about 1.5 pounds of rainbow chard. That is my second favorite of all the greens. My first being beet greens, but the store didn't have any. These are very salty tasting and very mild. So if you're somebody that actually hates greens because they're too bitter, if you can't handle mustard greens or arugula or even kale, try some beet greens or chard. They're just very sweet and mild. So this is looking good to me. I don't think I need to go that much further. And like I said, I would have liked a little more onion. So now I'm going to add some fresh spices. I've got garlic, ginger, and turmeric, all fresh, and I'm going to add that. And I put it through a garlic press. It would have been much better if I would have just used this machine because those garlic presses are hard to clean. But with ginger, I sort of like it when it's sort of through a press. So these are the, oh, doesn't that smell good, Pam? Oh my God.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, fresh spices are so great. And dried spices are good too. So good. So we've got, oh, look at that. Oh.
What is the name of the chopper?
The name of the chopper is the Power Chef Pro from Tupperware. If you go to my YouTube page, I've done many Tupperware parties, and if you tag me on Facebook, I'll hook you up with my representative, Aunt Cassie. I don't get anything for the Tupperware. I don't care. I just want you guys to have easy tools. So there we go. You always want to cook your garlic after your onion's done, because otherwise it could burn. So now I'm going to add the greens. And what I'm going to do, oh, wow. So this is going to be enough for me. What are you going to eat, Pam? No, I'm going to share this with her. I'm kidding. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of stir it up. Look how beautiful and vibrant. I do not like to cook them too long, my greens, because I like to keep them very vibrant and kind of al dente. So to make it go a little bit quicker, what I'm going to do is just put this top on. So this will steam them really fast. And while that's happening, I want to show you how to eat a jackfruit. I posted on Instagram some photos of the food I get next door. I'm going to do a live stream from there one day. It's called Farm Boy, and people didn't know what a kabocha squash or what fresh jackfruit is. Fresh jackfruit is so much better than the kind that you use for savory. So let me show you how we cut it. And it's the most delicious thing. It's almost addictive. Like once I get it, I can't stop eating it. It kind of tastes like juicy fruit gum. It's got a texture all its own. You don't want to eat this. You don't want to eat this. You don't want to eat the seed. You don't want to eat the white. You only want to eat the yellow. So you just want to kind of cut around and just start looking for all the parts that are yellow. And then you want to start taking out the seeds. And then you just kind of have to peel it with your hand, or you can cut it if it's too hard for you. But again, you don't eat anything that's not yellow. So you just kind of have to find these pieces. If the little white strands are there, you take those off. It is very labor intensive, sort of like eating an artichoke, but once you taste it, you'll realize it is the most delicious thing you've ever tasted, and it's so worth it. And you look for all the yellow. Oh, it's like gold. Have you ever had this, Pam?
I have.
Isn't it the best?
It's delicious.
There's nothing like it. Now, I know there's people that do things with the seeds or the nut, whatever it's called. You can boil them, you can eat them. I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'll learn one day. I learned how to do this just from a YouTube video. I just Googled how to do jackfruit. And this isn't the kind you'll use when you make your barbecue chicken pizza, which I showed you in one of the episodes in Weight Loss Wednesday. That's different. I think that's unripe jackfruit, and that's not yellow. And I mean, it's still good, but this is better. This is so much better. And you can freeze this and use it to make your fruit sorbets. Just this month I showed you 3 if you go to YouTube. And please consider subscribing to my YouTube Chef AJ page so you never ever miss a recipe or a video. So there we have it. That's how we roll. You just take all this off. And then you eat the yellow. Let's see, you don't want to miss one little piece, that's for sure. And there's another. So we think we got it all. See, not very much came out of it, but that's our delicious ripe jackfruit that we'll have for dessert. Let's see how the kale's doing. Oh, that's looking good.
The question is it only kale, or do you have
There's
other
no
greens?
kale. Well, they have to watch from the beginning. I told them everything that was in there. No offense, but watch from the beginning. You'll have the replay right away, and I'll put it on YouTube. It's not kale. It's rainbow chard. It's done. I'm turning it off. It's rainbow chard, red onion, ginger, garlic, turmeric. And now that it's done, oh man, that cooked really fast. It's almost too well done. I'm gonna hit it with a little lime juice. And then, after we plate it, we'll give each a plate for each of us. Then we can hit it with the vinegar, because I don't know how much vinegar you might like. You might not like as much as me, so that's fine. So look at that. Oh, wow. Are we going to have a feast? Eating healthy doesn't have to be difficult, expensive. It doesn't have to take long. Wow. That is, as they say in French, incroyable. Wow. Vibrant, delicious. We'll take a little of the balsamic condiment and just drizzle it over the top. And there you have it. So, by any greens necessary, eat your greens, and as John Pierre says, move your body. We're going to eat now. Thanks for watching.